Are you thinking about moving to Hawaii? Well, we're going to give you the pros and cons. What does it cost to live in Hawaii? How's the traffic in Hawaii? How's the medical care in Hawaii? Check out this video.
Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Well, in this video, we're going to give you the pros and the cons of living in Hawaii. Do you want to move to Hawaii? Do you want to live here? A few little glimpses of what it's really like living here. Now, Lori.
Counting and wishing for that ship to sail down away. Can't you see it's coming, shining in the distance, beaming, leaving our reason behind. Let's be here and still be our
Now, Lori, what is the advantages of living in Hawaii?
Well, the advantage to live in Hawaii is a lot of things to do here in Honolulu. You can go swim, you can go biking, you can running, you can hiking on a mountain. You know, it's all a lot of things to do, and a lot of park, beautiful park. Like right now, right here, we have beautiful park. And noisy or not noisy, it depends on what day.
Yeah, and also look behind us, we have beautiful flowers here in Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hibiscus is so beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of free activities. Those are really the good part. Now let me give you the other side of the coin, which is things that aren't so great about living in Hawaii. One of them, there's a lot of traffic, okay? Especially on Oahu, there's a lot of traffic. This island has over 1 million people that live here, and the island's only 45 miles long, and it's about, I'm not sure, about 20 miles wide, so it's not very big. And you're talking that over 1 million people live here. So in the morning, you're trying to drive into Honolulu, Waikiki. That's where a lot of people live and they work, and the university is there. It's traffic. I mean, you're talking gridlock. I think it's the worst traffic in the United States. That's what I have heard. Another negative part of it, gasoline prices are very expensive here. So you'll be in culture shock to see the prices of gasoline. Talking about prices, your food prices are much higher here. When you go into the supermarkets or you go into restaurants, you're going to see the food prices significantly higher than the mainland, and mainland meaning the mainland, the United States. Of course, we know Hawaii is a state, and we became a state in 1959. Another negative thing about coming here is that your medical care can be expensive, okay? So that's one of the other things that's a negative here. Housing's expensive here. Utilities. Now, here in Hawaii, the houses are all electric. And so the electric is expensive here. A lot of people like to get solar. So those are some of the expenses. The other negative part that people sometimes feel, they get island fever, again, because it's a small little island. And so some people get bored because they don't think there's enough activities here. And so they get crazy and then they want to leave here. So that's the thing. Now, what we have done over the years, because we lived on Oahu for over 25 years, we would take our little trips and go to another island. We'd go maybe over to Kauai or Maui.
Big Island.
The Big Island. And so that was a way of relieving that stress of getting island fever. And so that is a real negative about being here. After a while, you do get island fever. But if you're having enough activities and stuff like that. Well, this has been a little glimpse on the positive and the negative side of living here on the islands. But overall, we lived here 25 years and loved every day of it. And you adjust, but let me give you a little hint. Let me give you a little tip. If you decide to move here, don't compare it with prices that you're used to. If you go into a grocery store, if you got to buy your groceries, you're going to have to buy your groceries. But if you compare it to where you were, what it was costing you, you're going to be very disappointed because it's not going to be cheaper here. So please do that. If you need your gas tank filled up, don't compare it because it's not going to help. You still need that gasoline. So, well, that's our little video about the idea of living in Hawaii, the pros and cons. And we want to thank you for watching this video. And
Yeah.
remember, we love every day that we lived in Hawaii, so we're not trying to discourage you, just trying to give you a little pros and cons about it. So also, we would like to know, would you like to subscribe to our YouTube channel? We're going to invite you to be part of Jerry and Lori Brown's travel adventure as we travel around to different parts of the world and talk about the pros and cons of those places also. And so we have a whole video series here on Hawaii right now that we're making. And also we just got back from Cuba earlier this year. We have some videos on that. Also, we have some great beaches in Mexico you may want to look at. We have a whole series on that. We have some videos in Cambodia. We have them in Thailand. We have a little bit in Vietnam. So check out all of our videos because
It's kind of fun to watch it, you know, and you see the other country too.
yeah. Okay. Hey, subscribe. If you like to,
Thumb up.
we invite you to subscribe. Thumbs up. Make a comment and tell us in your area that you live, what are the costs that you pay for your groceries? What is your gasoline cost that you're paying for? What is your housing cost to pay for? So we'd like to know more about that. Tell us where you live and tell us what your costs are there. Okay.
Okay.
Aloha.
Aloha. Mahalo.
Okay, bye. Well, we want to show you what happens behind the scenes when everything messes up and we have to re-edit and a lot of stuff ends up on the cutting floor. Okay, here's the bloopers. We got this helicopter going on.
Okay, let's move around and see it. A lot of things to do. And
we're looking at this helicopter over there instead of paying attention to this little camera right here because it's so noisy. We thought we were going to be able to get here to a quiet place. Oh my gosh, honey. Oh, we try our best to make it a good video for you. But they're practicing with this helicopter carrying, rescuing people here. That's a good cause, but it's not so good for making a video. But part of the day's activities. This is what we have to go through, huh?
oh yeah, this is a lot of pro.
Maybe this is a con. And so this is what we have to go through when we want to make you a little video.
We should have taken a picture of that.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get a picture and then we can show you what it looks like and what all this racket is and everything. Okay, so, hey, listen. How the helicopter has landed. Okay, now we're gonna make. Now, I don't like that. Let me see what I'm gonna up. But what's the negative thing about being here? In Hawaii, do you want to live in Hawaii? Is that something that you want to do? Well, let me wipe this off. Okay. Well, look for these other videos we have in this series about Hawaii. Now, why do we like Kona? We're going to take you on a little tour through Kona. Also, I threw this one in. Maybe you'd like to see what it cost us to live in Mexico. Check that one out. And this is interesting. We did one on the ugly side of Waikiki. That's different. We hope that we entertained you and gave you some value in thinking about moving to Hawaii. Now you can subscribe. You see my picture at the bottom right. Just touch on it and you'll subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on your notices so you'll get a notice when a video comes up every week.